Tracy from the Danbury Library, here with another We Reader story time. Our weekly story time for children ages 0 to 5 and their families. Today, we're going to be reading about bees. Can you buzz like a bee? Buzz. Great job! Have you ever seen a bee in real life? They may be buzzing around bushes and flowers, getting the pollen to make their honey. Well, our first story is about a bear who has never met a bee. Should we find out what happens when he does? Okay, here we go. Bear and Bee by Sergio Rosier. Here's Bear, sleeping in the winter. He's hibernating. And now it's springtime, and he's starting to wake up. Oh, a big stretch. I think he's ready to start the day. I'm hungry, says Bear. Are you hungry when you wake up? I am. Honey. Would you like some honey? Says Bee. I would love some honey, says Bear. But what about the bee? Have you ever seen a bee? Says Bee. No, says Bear, and I hope I never see a bee. Bees are terrible monsters. They are big, and they have large teeth, and they have sharp claws, and they never share their honey. Is that what a bee really looks like? No. Well, you are big, says Bee. Says Bear. And you have large teeth, says Bee. Said Bear. You have sharp claws, says Bee. Uh-oh, says Bear. I am a bee! Oh no! Poor me, I'm a bee. You are not a bee, says Bee. You are a bear. Oh, that's right, says Bear. I am a bear. But what are you? I am a bee, says Bee. You are a bee, says Bear. But you are not big, and you don't have large teeth, and you don't have sharp claws. Do you share your honey? Asks Bear. Would you like some honey? Says Bee. Wait for me, says Bear. Honey. Bee, I'm glad you're a bee. Thank you for sharing. The end. Well, I'm glad Bear found out that bees are really friendly and they're helpful. They help spread pollen around our earth to make our trees and flowers bloom. I have a song about a bee and about the beehive. That's where the bees live to make their honey. Can you make a fist with your hand just like this? We're going to be counting some bees, and it goes like this. Here is the beehive, but where are all the bees? They're hiding away where nobody can see. Here they come, out of their hive, buzzing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job, everybody. Can we try that again? Are you ready? Let's get our beehive ready. Here is the beehive, but where are all the bees? They're hiding away where nobody can see. But here they come buzzing. Can you buzz? Bzzz. Out of their hive. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job! Our next book is called Jam and Honey by Melita Morales and illustrated by Laura J. Bryant. Have you ever been scared of a bee? Bees can sting if they're afraid, but bees are so important to help our environment. Here's a story about a little girl who's a little bit scared of the bee. But did you know that bees are scared of us too? This story is told first by the girl and then by the bee. Should we see what happens when they meet? The girl. I'm going to pick berries all by myself, enough to fill the bucket high on the shelf. When I come home, we'll make a treat, sweet jam on toast for me to eat. The scratchy branches could scrape my knees, but I'm more scared of the buzzing bees. Mama says hold still, they will fly away. Bees want nectar, so I'll be okay. When I come home, we'll make a treat, sweet jam on toast for me to eat. 1 for the bucket and 1 for me. 1 for the bucket and 1 for... Oh no! It's a bee! So loud and near. But if I just stand still, there's nothing to fear. 1 for the bucket and 1 for me. Berries for the girl and nectar for the bee. When I come home, we'll make a treat, sweet jam on toast for me to eat. That was the story told by the girl. Now let's listen to the story told by the bee. I'm going to get nectar all on my own, nectar from the vines where the flowers have grown. We'll make honey when I come home, sweet honey to fill our honeycomb. He's going to the same park. Through scratchy branches I can duck and dive. It's people that scare me when I leave the hive. Mama says fly high, they will move away. People want berries, so I'll be okay. We'll make honey when I come home, sweet honey to fill our honeycomb. A drink for the hive tastes good to me. A drink for the hive tastes good to... Oh no! It's a girl, and I feel scared. But there's plenty of vines for us to share. There's the bee buzzing around. A drink for the hive tastes good to me. Berries for the girl and nectar for the bee. We'll make honey when I come home, sweet honey to fill our honeycomb. And there they are, happy together. The end. Well, I hope you enjoyed Jam and Honey, and I hope you remember there's nothing to be scared of when you see a bee. Bees just want to get the nectar and the pollen to make their honey. Now let's make our own bees. Can you make some bee puppets with me? To make our bee puppets today, we will need 1, 2 yellow ovals, 1, 2 yellow circles, 2 googly eyes, 2 craft sticks, 1 black pipe cleaner, a glue stick, scissors, and some crayons. First thing we're going to do is to make our bees. So the body of our bee will be these yellow ovals, and the heads of our bees will be the yellow circles. So we're going to glue on the circles to the ovals just like this. Next, our bees need eyes, so each bee is going to get one eye right near the top of their head, just like this. Because these bees, we're seeing the side of the bees. Next, our bees need antennae, so we're going to cut our long black pipe cleaner in half. And then we're going to fold the half into a half, just like this. And we're going to roll the tops of the antenna or the pipe cleaners around our finger to make a little loop. So you'll have something like this. And now you can either glue it or tape it to the back of your bee's head. So there you go. Your bees will have antenna. Bees have stripes, so get your crayons out, find your black crayon, and we will give our bees some stripes. Your bees can have as many or as few stripes as you'd like. They can be any thickness or pattern. My bees are going to be friendly bees, so I'm going to give them a little smile. Finally, to make them puppets, we are going to glue our bees onto the craft sticks, just like this. And there we have our two flying bees. Buzz, 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 buzz. Well, I hope you enjoyed making our bee puppets. And now you can buzz around with your bees. Can you sing one more song with me before we say goodbye? All right, it goes like these. Bees, 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 buzzing in bushes and buzzing in trees. Bees, 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 there's nothing so sweet as the honeybee. Bees, 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 buzzing in the bushes and buzzing in the trees. Bees, 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 there's nothing so sweet as a honeybee. Great work, everybody. Well, I hope you enjoyed talking all about bees today. Next week, we'll be talking about flowers and gardens. Until then, keep reading, and I'll see you soon. Bye!